Hey, History Through Film. Welcome to the Unit 1 Gladiator / Rome Summative Directions. So I've never done this summative before, just one that I created for this semester. So if you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. Hopefully it runs smoothly for you, but again, let me know. Okay, so directions. You are going to pretend that you are going to teach 5th graders about ancient Rome and the movie Gladiator. You need to explain to them aspects of ancient Rome in simple language and with details since 5th graders have yet to learn about ancient Rome in school. You also need to explain to them aspects of the movie Gladiator since it's a rated R movie and 11-year-olds shouldn't be watching rated R movies. Prompt. What do 5th graders need to know about ancient Rome, the life of gladiators, and the movie Gladiator? Step number 1. You are going to choose a way that you are going to communicate the information to the 5th graders. You're going to choose one of the options below. So either you can do a slideshow, so you can use either Google Slides or Canva. You can do a video, so you could do like Google Slides and then record yourself. You could do a biteable. Canva, I know that one's a really popular video maker. I found this one too. This one's new to me, but it's called like Animoto. I don't know. There's also, you could do an infographic. So an infographic is typically kind of like a poster, like a big poster with lots of information on it. For the infographic, I suggest using Canva or Pictochart. Those are the two websites that I know how to use for infographics. And if you have another idea too, that's awesome. Just let me know first to get it okayed and kind of get a concept of what you're talking about. Step number 2. You need to include all of the following information in your project. So you need 3 pieces of information explaining what the Roman Empire is. We learned this information back in lessons 1, lessons 2, lessons 3, and lesson 5. 3 pieces of information of how the Colosseum was built. We learned this information in lesson 4, lesson 6, and lesson 7. 3 pieces of information about the life of a Roman gladiator. So just tell me, kind of like, what was it like to be a Roman gladiator? Like, what did they do? So we learned this information in lesson 4, but also lessons 6 through 16. So 6 through 16, those were all those Colosseum videos that I had you watch. Yeah. All right, and then one piece of information on who the Beastmasters were. So we learned about the Beastmasters in lesson 10 and 11. One piece of information of who the gladiatrix were. So we learned about gladiatrix in lessons 12 and 13. And one piece of information about the real life Emperor Commodus. So we learn about this information in lesson 14 and 15. Then you need 6 pieces of information explaining the plot line to the movie Gladiator. So we learned about the movie Gladiator through lesson 17 and 21. Those were when we watched the movie. Step number 3. In your project, you are going to make 3 comparisons of how the movie Gladiator is similar to what we learned about in the Colosseum documentary videos. So again, those Colosseum documentary videos were lessons 6 through 16. Note, I will be looking for specific information directly from the movie Gladiator and the Colosseum documentary videos. Step 4. In your project, you are going to make 3 contrasts of how the movie Gladiator is different to what we learned about in the Colosseum documentary videos. Note, I will be looking for specific information directly from the movie Gladiator and the Colosseum documentary videos. Step 5. You need to include pictures in your project. If you're doing a slideshow or a video, you need to include at least 1 picture per slide or scene pertaining to the information. If you're doing an infographic, you need to include at least 5 pictures total for the whole infographic. Step 6. Proofread your project. Please do that. Make sure there are no grammar or spelling mistakes. Make sure you include all the information required. If you do a video, make sure your audio works. Oh my gosh, students don't like to check their audio. Please check your audio if you're doing a video. Step 7, submit your project. So if you did a slideshow or a video, make sure I have access to it. So make sure that you share it with me. Here's my full name and my email, or you can just submit the link to the slideshow or the video, but again, make sure I have access to it. If you made an infographic, make sure you either export the infographic as a PNG or upload it and then upload it to the Dropbox, or submit the Canva link and share access with me. Again, there's my name and email. Here is a link to the rubric. So if you're curious of how I will be grading you, I highly suggest that you take a look at the rubric. If you have questions, if you need help, please email me. Remember, I don't have you face to face, so I cannot tell when you are struggling. You need to let me know, and I am more than happy to help you out. Here are some of my tips. So all of your information for this project needs to be in your own words. Unless you're giving like a movie quote, which is not required, but let's say you want to get fancy and you want to put in a movie quote or something, then you just need to say who said that in the movie. Remember, for this project, you're pretending that you are going to give this information to a fifth grader. So make sure you use language and explanations that a fifth grader would understand. If you're doing a slideshow on Google Slides or Canva, you can make your slideshow pretty by using any of the Google Slides or Canva templates. You can also use Slides Carnival or Slides Go for templates too. Those are two websites that I use for myself when I make slideshows. Did you forget certain events and information from the Coliseum documentary videos? Then I would say check out the Coliseum documentary videos folder in Unit 1, Week 6 folder. They are the links to the non-ed puzzle versions of the video, so you can skip around the videos to find your information. And maybe you forgot something in the movie Gladiator. You're thinking of a scene, you're like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot who was in that scene. Check out the Gladiator movie folder in Unit 1, Week 6 folder. It's the non-ed puzzle version of the video, so you can skip around to find your information as well. If you're new to Canva video making, you can check out that tutorial from YouTube. Same thing for Canva infographic making. If you're going to make an infographic, check that out. If you need help with technology, let me know. I'm okay with technology, I guess. And if you don't know what an infographic is a visual representation of information that a person can read quickly and clearly. It also uses designs, colors, and photos or drawings that help get the message across to the viewers. And here is a document with some examples of real life infographics. And the use of outside resources for information, excluding pictures, because you can, just get your pictures from Google or whatever, will result in points deducted from your project, if not a permanent zero. Outside resources would include looking on the internet or using AI for information that we did not use in class. For example, you cannot just Google or AI and ask, what is a gladiatrix, and then copy and paste the result. I will be very picky on your answers to the prompt above by having you use information only from the lessons from this unit. Okay. The due date will be due Sunday, March 16th at midnight. You're probably like, wait, what? Aren't we going on spring break the next week? Yeah, that's right. But I decided to do the deadline before spring break, so you don't have to worry about doing this over spring break. Get it done, and then you can enjoy spring break and don't have to worry about doing this summative. All right, again, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm more than happy to help you out. Bye.